New York. After tossing 6 innings of one-hit ball Sunday afternoon, Yankees left-hander CC Sabathia was placed on the 10-day disabled list with right knee inflammation prior to Monday's 8-5 loss to the Mets. Yankees manager Aaron Boone said the club hopes Sabathia, who has battled knee injuries for the bulk of his tenure in New York, misses just one start. Cessa will assume Sabathia's rotation spot in the short term, and the Yankees plan to recall the right-hander from Triple-A Scranton, Wilkes-Barre to start Wednesday against the Rays. View full game coverage. Sabathia landed on his knee awkwardly in the second inning of Sunday's 7-2 win against the Rangers while trying to field a soft grounder back to the mound, but he made no mention of soreness after the game. Video, TEX NYY, Gallo beats out infield single in the second. The knee is always the biggest concern with CC, Boone said. He kind of had to grind through that last start, as well as he did pitch with it. He kind of came to us and was like, it was barking pretty well. That the Yankees will promote Cessa in favor of a more drastic move seems to hint they're confident Sabathia's DL stint wouldn't be a long one. Should it require Sabathia to miss multiple weeks, the club could have been more inclined to reinstate Sonny Gray, who pitched an inning in relief of Sabathia on Sunday, back in the rotation. Top prospects Chance Adams and Justus Sheffield were also options for New York and could be if Sabathia's injury lingers. We decided by DLing him now maybe only means he misses one start, and we kind of maintain that, Boone said. The swelling wasn't very bad, which is a good sign. We do believe it's probably just one turn through and hopefully something that benefits him down the stretch. Video, TEX NYY, Sabathia dazzles with 6 one-hit innings, but for now it'll be Cessa, who will push everyone in the Yankees rotation back a day by starting Wednesday. The 26-year-old is 1-2 with a 4.50 ERA in 8 appearances. In 3 starts this year, he has a 3.14 ERA, but he also has a 6.52 ERA as a reliever. Cessa's last big league start was on July 25, when he allowed the Rays 2 runs over 5 1/3 frames. On August 2nd, he came out of the bullpen versus the Red Sox and allowed 5 runs in 3 2/3 innings. He was then optioned to Triple-A Scranton, Wilkes-Barre the following day. The Yankees promoted a different pitcher to replace Sabathia on the active roster until Cessa is ready to be activated, selecting the contract of right-hander George Kontos on Monday afternoon. Kontos, who was traded to New York from Cleveland on August 4 in exchange for cash, made his MLB debut for the Yankees back in 2011. He has played for 3 teams over 8 seasons since. When I got the phone call that I was being traded here, it was a little surprising, but this is a funny game, said Kontos, who tossed 1 2/3 scoreless innings in Monday's makeup game. As a lot of guys have seen, you can end up in another state playing for a different team the next day. So after the initial shock that I was being traded back here, I'm just very much looking forward to it. Kontos has accumulated a 4.68 ERA in 25 combined innings pitched for both the Pirates and the Indians. He made 21 appearances for Pittsburgh before making 6 for Cleveland. I'm feeling good, Kontos said. I was dealing with a few mechanical things earlier in the year, but I have kind of ironed those things out, and I'm throwing the ball really well. So physically I feel well. Delivery feels good. In other moves, the Yankees also recalled Ronald Torres and optioned Luke Voit to Triple-A. Torres has been in Triple-A since last being optioned on June 18. He then missed a large portion of games from June 25 through July 23 while dealing with a health issue in his family. In his time with the Rail Riders, he has hit .247, .302, .278 and hit .323 in 24 games with the Yankees. Left-hander Jordan Montgomery was also transferred to the 60-day disabled list. Comeback trail Gary Sanchez, who has been out since July 24 with a right groin strain, has rejoined his team in New York and is starting to ramp up baseball activities, said manager Aaron Boone. Boone also said that Sanchez is still on track to be back in pinstripes at the end of the month or beginning of September, like initially predicted. I think that's a fair timeline, and it looks very much like he's on that trajectory to be able to make that, Boone said. He ran yesterday actually on the field in Tampa. And then today, I haven't seen him yet today, but I know he was down during his catching drills. I know he was hitting in the cage. I spoke with him briefly a few hours ago, before we both got here, that he said he's feeling really well, looking forward to getting ramped up here and hopefully, as we get some drier weather, he can get out on the field and really ramp this up. Judge close to swinging. Boone said that Aaron Judge will be receiving more test results Monday evening to see how his fractured right wrist is healing, but Boone thinks Judge is close to getting a bat back in his hands. He did some underwater stuff yesterday, Boone said. Swinging, I'll see what he has today as far as getting a bat. I think we're any day now. This date in Yankees history: August 13, 2016, Tyler Austin and Judge became the first teammates in Major League history to each homer in their Major League debut in the same game, going back-to-back in their first career plate appearances in the second inning of an 8-4 win against Tampa Bay at Yankee Stadium. Mandy Bell is a reporter for MLB.com based in New York.